run by the Architecture Lab at Queen's University Belfast. It's made up of a range of different real-life projects.
We're in Derry, Londonderry to organise the train station being renovated.
I think we're basically trying to connect both sides of Derry to create kind of a circular connection between the two bridges. Because at the moment it's just a pathway that doesn't lead to anywhere. So we're trying to create that connection around the whole of Derry.
Yeah, there's already been the investment of this bridge in Derry, so they just want to just sort of finish it off and really bring, if you arrive in Derry, the train stations are welcoming and exciting place to be.
What we will do is then we will look at how to connect these areas together as part of the tourism industry. The tourism industry is moving out from the walls now and it's spreading out. But unfortunately this place hasn't been developed for the tourism. It has the places, but it doesn't have the means to get there. It's a very steep hill. So we have a large public intervention space. We have our interventions around the walls. And then we have the main entrance into the walled area is here on Bishop Street.
Our project, we chose Louis Fuller's Serpentine Dance, and we were asked to make an exhibition for it. We decided to go with bamboo construction, basically resembling the skirt of the dancer, and now we actually get to make it in this Street Society project, which is pretty interesting because it's the first time we've ever actually been able to make a one-to-one model of the design.
Right, we're doing a proposal for the replacement of this building, the building on the bottom of University Street. It's an old kind of derelict site. It's pretty shit at the minute, so we want to replace it with something new for the Giro d'Italia. So we're kind of focusing around something to do with cycling, bicyclists. So we're thinking maybe something like a bicycle repair shop, ground floor. Yeah, that sort of thing.
We're here today as part of the Peter Rice project under Street Society. There's a couple of busloads of school kids coming in over the next couple of days. We're basically explaining to them what architects and engineers do in the setting of the queens, how we work. The engineers have put together a bridge made out of Meccano, a small Meccano lens, and have managed to span about 7.5 metres, and it carries the weight of a person. Well, that's yet to be seen and tested. The architects we've a little kind of stall set up. We're just explaining what architects do and how we work alongside. So it's been an interesting couple of days.
My name is Lenny, and basically our project is about like creating street furniture on the Belfast Street,
and also like including the lighting or like the planning, like just drop the people into the low garbage.
So for the past few days we've been like analyzing the site and then took some measurements, and then we're now making a 1 to 100 scaled model of the site so that we can like test our ideas and see if it actually works or not. And that's what we're doing lately.
Right, we're doing community gardens in North Belfast. We're doing it at a former barracks site. The idea is we're going to do a collection of different uses in the land. So we're going to have the idea of animal farming, orchards, sensory garden, allotments, and at the moment we're just currently seeing what we can get per 10 metre square plots. We're going to master plan that out onto a larger scheme and then focus down and build, or design at least, at a more refined level. Hopefully we'll get 4 pages at the end of the week, show it to the client, and he'll go, yeah, it's great.
So back in first year, I was actually part of the very first street society ever at Queen's. I actually worked with the Miss Roisin MacDonald on my first project, which was a research project for Sarah Lappin. It was great because it allowed us to get an insight into research and architecture, which is something I'd never really got into before. It's also allowed me to build friendships with students that were higher up in the school, such as Roisin, who I've kept in contact with all these years. It's interesting now being part of Street Society 5 years later on its 5th anniversary and seeing how far it's come on and how far the project's developed as well.
You know, as Goethe said, such work is never actually finished. One must simply declare it finished once one has worked as much as possible on it given the time and the circumstances.